Yeah, he do.
YouTube/at the Nature DC. Subscribe today.
No, he absolutely do. He absolutely does. First down,
That's what.
Vikings on the run. Easy first down.
I mean, it was 3rd and 1, so you got to make a stand right there, though. You
It's
got to
just
make a
not
stand
looking
right
good.
there.
It looks like they. All right. Hands it off up the middle. I believe the Vikings are 100% on third down in this game. I believe they're like 10 for 10 or something on third down. Let me look at the official stat.
I mean, J.J. McCarthy is 9 for 8 with 98 yards and a touchdown. That should tell you what's
It's
going
the
on.
2-minute warning. Vikings. Miami up on the Jets big. Pittsburgh is actually up on Baltimore. 7-3. New Orleans and Tampa Bay knotted up 7-7. Jacksonville right now over the Colts 14-7. The Tennessee Titans are beating the Cleveland Browns right now in a shocker, 14-10. We are down 14-0, of course, and then you have the Seattle Seahawks 3-3 with the Atlanta Falcons, Buffalo, and Cincinnati. Cincinnati up 14-11 against Buffalo, and those are your 2-minute warning stats. 2-minute warning game updates. I don't know. This is just not what I would expect us to look like today. With Jaden Daniels on the field, we have no points. 2-minute warning with no points. We've only had 2 drives in the whole first half because we can't get off the field. And I ain't gonna say Dan Quinn. I'm only saying Dan Quinn because it's his defense, right? The defense is not even giving us a chance to win. Literally.
I mean, but the offense ain't doing nothing either.
No, I'm just saying. But right now, they're 6 for 6 in third down efficiency. That's 100%.
What are we on third down efficiency?
We're 2 for 4. We did get all the way down to the 1-yard line or 2-yard line. So our offense didn't do as bad as the defense had no success.
I don't see. I mean, one good drive to me,
Our
and 2
problem is we're
quarters
not
is
running the
not
ball.
success.
Our problem is we ain't running. We're running the ball right now. We're averaging 5.9 yards a carry. They double us on time of possession too, 18-9. Double us on plays nearly, 30-18. Uh-oh. Got a false start for the Vikings. That's going to make it 2nd and 11. You got to at least get them off the field once. I've seen too many games where the Redskins didn't even get one stop.
Facts.
You know,
I mean, I can't deny
that's
that.
that's wild. You watch it with me, you be good. Okay, so we got a third down batted ball by Frankie Louisville. Great pass. Great play by Frankie Louisville when we needed one. It's gonna be 3rd and 11.
Third and 11. This could be a big stop. He 3 for 3 on third downs right now. Good
Yep, back to
pressure.
pass. Uh-oh, sack. Finally got him.
Von
Von
Miller.
Miller.
Who was it that created that sack though? It might have been Payne.
Louvu. It looked like it was
Payne.
Louvu.
It was Payne.
No, yeah, Payne. Yep, Payne.
Yeah.
Payne.
Yeah, Payne
Payne.
created that sack, but Von Miller cleaned him up.
Yeah, Payne is having the Pro Bowl season in my opinion. Other than the 2 games he missed. So Von Miller wasn't ain't been bad. He's been better in his pass rush. I would like to see him play edge a little bit more. If you keep him on your roster though, you got to make him a fourth defensive end because he doesn't play any first or second down. All right, Washington. Washington gets the ball back here. You have to at least get 3. You have to at least get 3.
Yo,
Yeah.
did-
Yeah, I can hear you.
no, I was saying, yeah, it was asking for a stop from the defense. I feel like that's an A platinum from the defense right there.
Yeah, it's A platinum. And a very pressure moment. You needed it. You haven't played well. Definitely A platinum. You get the ball. They got decent field position. Offense got to give you something here.
I agree. I agree. The offense, like you said, the offense has to give you something, some points. Even if it's
And that'll
three,
keep you in it.
even if it's three, that'll be fine because we get the ball back in the second half.
Right. Partly why I don't know. I'm a proponent of chipping away. Chipping away. Hey, if you get up, if I get down to the 1 yard line, 2 yard line, if I'm gonna go for it, I'm just gonna run it 3 straight times anyway. Period. I'm gonna do three different types of runs, especially if I'm gonna throw it on fourth. I mean, especially if I'm going for it on fourth down. So my thing is, if you are going to take this go for it mentality, you have to call plays like you're going for it. And if you're going for it, you're at the 2 yard line, 3 yard line,
I agree.
and you're gonna go for it on fourth, then throwing it 3 straight times makes absolutely no sense.
Exactly. I agree with that as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Dan Quinn's doing a great job. I'm just saying that Cliff Kingsbury isn't doing a good job as well. It's like, you know, I'm not about to blame one person when I'm watching somebody else do a bad job too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like both of them. Like, don't get me wrong, Dan Quinn, the defense been up and down since Dan Quinn took over. Some good, some bad. A lot of the stuff that we was facing at first, we're not really facing anymore. Some new problems have arisen, third and long, stuff like that. But I can't say the defense does look better now than
Well,
it
not
did.
today. Not today. They haven't. I'm not gonna
I
give them
mean,
that today.
look, they just
It's
got
been
the
pretty
start that
bad
we
today.
listen. They just
They
got the
did get a
start that
stop.
we,
They did get a stop. They did
you
get a
know.
stop. But I can't. They've been pretty bad in this first half.
Nah, the first drive, uh, was it the first drive? Yeah, the first drive they scored, and the second drive, they've been out. They haven't been great. I'm gonna say that, not been great, but we've seen worse performances. You know what I mean? I couldn't say they've really been bad though, like super bad. I can't. They have given up a touchdown in both of the quarters, though. I will say that.
All right. Back to pass. Hits his back foot. Jaden Daniels. Catch Terry McLaurin out of bounds on the first day down. That's a decent play.
I like that. We got 2 timeouts. We need to work the sideline this drive a whole lot. We need to work the sideline for real.
2nd and 4. I would go for okay. They got 8. Look like they rushing. They got 7 up at the line of scrimmage. Sorry.
So they blitzing.
Showing blitz.
They coming.
Showing blitz.
They coming.
All right, he throwing against 7. Back throw. Oh, they got him. A batted ball.
Nah. I like that though. I like that because Jaden Daniels knew to get the ball off fast, and Harrison Smith the way that he jumped. Now, what I would love in that situation,
I want us to run a fly.
no,
I want us to run a
why isn't Zach Ertz in there chipping?
right, but I still want us to run a fly there and put some pressure on them on the back end when they running them types of the coverages. You're not going to do that and think I ain't going to throw the ball downfield and force you to play coverage. Throw, it is a first down. Terry McLaurin, great catch. That is a catch for Terry. Yep. Back to pass. Throws it. Looking for Terry out of bounds. They are just got a free man almost on every play when they bring the pressure. It's like we're not
Because
picking everybody up.
Zach Ertz isn't chipping. They got Zach Ertz running passes all the time. And that's the problem.
Yeah, you got to max protect.
You have to. See, even
All
right
right.
now, why is Zach Ertz
Yeah,
on
they
the
got
outside of a
all
wide
blitzes.
receiver? And you see
Yeah.
they blitzing.
Back to pass where they drop back. Jaden Daniels scrambles. Just was a broken play. Debo with the catch. Just nowhere. It just was terrible.
It was a bad version of a screen. And why would you run a screen if they playing man to man?
Because he thought they was going to blitz again. And he don't know what to call against the blitz. He's very struggling really bad against the blitz. It's like he don't know what to call. You call a fly. You call a fly. You put pressure on them because they once they know you're gonna throw that, they know they can get hit over top of the head. They're not gonna keep blitzing like that. It's an easy fix. You got too many receivers, and you're set. You still only got five back to pass. Daniels looking. He ain't nobody to throw it to. Throw it away. Uh-oh. Any flags? Nope, no flags. Nowhere to go the ball to. I mean, we being out coached on both sides. It's just, oh, he should have went. Nope, you ain't have him. You ain't have him to go to. It just was a terrible, terrible sequence of plays by Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah,
Terrible, terrible play calling. He's getting out coached too. I mean,
absolutely.
I don't want to move forward with this coaching staff personally. I'm not sure. I mean, based on what I've seen this year, I don't. I'm the problems I'm seeing look like a hold. They should have called it. Minnesota got three timeouts. We only got 17 seconds. I don't expect them to try to do anything. I would go into the half with this 14-0 lead if I'm
Yeah,
Minnesota.
they're gonna nail the ball.
Man, terrible first half of football for Washington yet again. Yet again. Yet again. I don't know. Where do you think this team goes after this year? What do you? I mean, where do you think it goes, and where would you take it?
Um, I would definitely bring in a new defensive coordinator. I probably would bring in a new offensive coordinator too, to be honest. Cliff Kingsbury hasn't shown me any reason why I would retain him as the offensive coordinator, especially if there's a better option available. Um, that does matter. Options available does matter when it comes to both offensive and defensive coordinator. Uh, I would like us to actually go get another right tackle. I mean, I know we drafted one, and we drafted one over the last two. We literally now I look at it like Brandon Coleman was a right tackle. He's supposed to be the right tackle. You get what I mean? He didn't really work out there. And then we moved him to guard. You know, he's been okay up and down. And then
Coleman did. I think Coleman worked that right tackle. I think he worked. We went to an NFC Championship game with him. I can't say he didn't work.
Wiley was mainly the right tackle though at that time. Remember, Wiley had took over. They was trying to replace Wiley and basically he didn't play that well, and they had to move him on the inside when I think Cosby got
No,
hurt.
I disagree. I don't think that that's the sequence of how things happen. I'm not going. I can't co-sign that one. I feel like why because all I know is Brandon Coleman started the NFC Championship game, and we had no offensive line problems in that. We had no offensive line problems in the playoffs. They started this season and drafted Connolly, and then I forgot who else they got Tunsil. They brought in Tunsil, drafted Connolly to go on the other side. But I cannot say that it was because of Brandon Coleman's play why he wasn't in there and they moved him inside. I'm not co-signing that.
I didn't say it's because of his play. I said that he basically Wiley was the better option. I didn't say that. I didn't say Coleman played bad. They felt like Wiley was the better option, and I don't know why.
Yeah, they went near it going into the second half. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, maybe I misinterpreted. Absolutely. So it's the end of the first half. 14 nothing ball game. Minnesota all over Washington. We can do nothing. We're playing like nothing. I mean, I have no idea what this franchise is doing. Six first downs in the whole first half. 11 minutes time possession to Minnesota's 18 minutes time possession. 86 passing yards for Minnesota. I mean, it's to Washington's 67 passing yards. Washington's averaging 4.8 yards a play. Um, I think Cliff Kingsbury might lose the offense if after this. I think Dan Quinn may lose the team, meaning emotionally. I'm not sure where you go from here. I'm not sure that these guys haven't checked out on Quinn.
Yeah, Brandon Coleman was the left tackle in the NFC Championship game, not the right.
That's what I mean. Tackle. Yeah, that's what I mean. He played tackle. I know he played well. We didn't
But
have problems in the
he
playoffs
played
in
left
line.
tackle. He played left
Okay.
tackle, not right.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like it's going down in the snow out there, John. In
Absolutely.
Cincinnati.
Hey, and Cincinnati is not playing. 21-11. And anybody that talks trash about the Redskins and injuries this season was lost to injuries, you look at the Cincinnati Bengals. They've went through the same things that we went through, maybe even worse. Because we
No,
had Mariota. They didn't have a Mariota. They didn't have a Mariota.
no,
They went through four quarterbacks. Four quarterbacks. Remember they had Joe Flacco. They
no. It's
traded Joe
not.
Flacco.
Jamal Chase, and T. Higgins has played every game. It's not
No,
worth
T.
it.
Higgins just came back. He just came back last week. He was gone. He was gone for 5 weeks.
No, he
T.
wasn't.
Higgins been
I've been
gone.
betting on T.
Yes, he
I've been
was.
betting
He just came
on,
back last week.
bro. He was not gone for no 5 weeks, bro. I've been betting on T. Higgins every week.
Hold on. I'm about to show you. He definitely just came back last week. He was
He
injured.
might have missed a game, but not like a lot of games. He only probably missed one game. Or Jamal Chase probably only missed one game. T. Higgins played every game so far this year. Jamal Chase missed last week, I think.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
T. Higgins played every game.
He missed week 13 to a concussion. And in week 12, he got knocked out. He missed the Thanksgiving game as well against the Ravens. So he's been out for 2 weeks. Hold on. And then prior to week 14, he missed 2 games earlier in this season. He missed 4 games this season with a hamstring injury. Yep. 8. And then he missed,
What for? No, no,
yeah,
no, no,
earlier
bro.
this
I'm
season, he
looking at
missed
his
1 and
game
2. He
stats
missed
right here. September 7th, September 14th, September 21st, September 29th, October 5th, October
one.
12th,
Week 1 is
October
what? When is week 1? When is week 1?
September 7th.
Did he play that game?
Yeah,
Said
three.
missed due to a hamstring injury.
It say 3 receptions, 33 yards.
Oh,
September
I
7th
guess. I guess.
against Cleveland.
Okay, well, he was hurt. He's on the injury report.
Yeah, he
For
probably
sure. He was
played
hurt
through
during the
the
game.
injury, but he ain't missed a lot of games. He played damn near every game, bro.
Either way, with T. Higgins or without T. Higgins, they have had just as many injuries as us, and we still look like shit, stuck trash, and they look like what they look like.
I don't think
So
they
either
have,
way, it
bro.
doesn't
I'm gonna
matter.
just be real.
It
I
doesn't
think that
matter.
I think we are probably one of the most injured teams, especially amongst
No, we're
starters.
not. We're not. We're not even
Yes, we
top
are,
15 in injuries. We're not. Where and what
bruh.
injury? We're not.
Left. Okay, so let's count the injuries.
Not. No. Let's not count. Let's look at.
Quarterback,
Let's actually look. Hold on. Let's
quarterback.
actually look at players teams with players on injury reserve. Let's not speculate. Let's
It's
actually look
not
at who has the
speculating. This is the
things.
absolute. This is the absolute thing. We
No,
lost both of our edge
no, it
rushers.
doesn't. No, you have
That,
to, but you
what
have
you
to
mean?
go on
No,
who you.
it's facts.
You
Is it
can't
not
say
facts,
you lost this player, you lost this player. You can't say that. It's who how many players did you actually lose? How many players did another
bruh?
team actually lose? It
Bruh,
can't go on who
George
you lost. It
Armstrong
doesn't matter
and DJ
who you
Wise were the
lost.
starting
Everybody loses
edge rushers.
everybody.
What are you talking
It
about,
doesn't matter. Every team lost edge rushers. Every
bruh?
team lost
Bruh,
receivers.
not both,
Every
not
team
both,
lost
not
quarterbacks.
both,
Every
not
team.
both,
We're not the only ones. It's a poor
not both.
excuse.
Who else lost both?
Yeah, everybody,
No,
everybody, everybody,
but I'm
everybody.
saying the fact that we lost both. Who else actually lost both?
Injury teams, hold up. NFL teams injury reserve list. Let's see who has the most players on injury reserve.
No, that doesn't matter if they're not starters,
Find
bruh.
out. That doesn't matter. Yeah,
It
it
don't matter
does
if they're not
matter.
starters. If
Let's
they
see who
bench
has the
players,
most players on injury reserve.
starting players.
It doesn't matter whether they bench
That
players
matters.
or not. These are players who contribute to the team.
No, bruh.
Every player is
You
equally.
can't
That's
say
why they
that,
call
though.
it a team. That's why they call it a team.
Okay, so if Jaden Daniels
That's
get
why
hurt
they
and
call it
Marcus
a
Mariota
team.
get hurt, it's the same thing?
It doesn't matter.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah, and Joe Burrow
No,
was
it's
out
not.
too. We were looking at Joe Burrow.
Ah.
We were looking at Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was gone more games than or just as many. Joe Burrow definitely was gone a bunch of games. It's just as
Right.
many as Jaden Daniels. He got hurt
Yeah.
before Jaden Daniels. He
Yes.
got hurt before. So these are not excuses. These are not excuses to me.
But you're talking about
I'm not taking no injury
player,
excuse.
bruh.
I don't take
Name
injuries as
another
excuse. I
team
don't
that
take
lost
injuries
both
as
their
an excuse.
edge rushers and both their
I
wide
don't
receivers.
take me. You
Starting.
can take
Name
it.
any team.
I don't take
name,
injury. I
name
don't
any-
take injuries as an excuse. I don't
But
take
name
it. It doesn't
another
matter.
team
I
in the
don't
league
take
that
it.
did it.
You have another
Name
player
another
behind
team.
him. You should have got somebody better behind him. You picked your
Name
players.
another team,
If you
though,
don't
is
have
what I'm
nobody
saying.
better, you
Who?
picked your players. It doesn't matter. You picked your players. You picked all of them. You didn't just pick the starters. You picked every player on that roster. So if they are trash, it is your fault.
You cannot say that it's your.
You
Listen,
picked
what I'm
every
saying-
player on that roster.
Facts.
They're all
Roster-
your
roster-
players. You picked every player on that roster.
Facts is facts. I agree with that. You do pick every player on the roster. But let's be
So
100.
there you go. If you don't have nobody good, if you don't have good backups, that's your problem.
Every player ain't equal. It's Ray Lewis.
It does.
It's
That's your problem. You didn't pick good enough players.
No,
You didn't pick good enough players. That's it.
Bruh,
If you don't have good backups, that means you didn't pick good enough players.
bruh, you don't have.
That's it. It is no getting around that. If you don't have good backups, you did not
Let
pick
me
good
go back
enough
to my
players.
argument then. Let me go back to my argument. How many players, how many teams have as many starting skill position players gone?
The San
Starting.
Francisco 49ers.
No,
San
they
Francisco
don't.
49ers.
No,
San
they
Francisco
don't.
49ers. Okay.
Okay, let's go to 49ers injury report. Because I'm talking about starters. I'm not talking about just having a player injured. Yes, a player being injured, next man up. That's one player. But when you have both your edge rushers, both your wide
Oh my
receivers,
God!
the starting running back,
I don't want to hear.
What you
it.
mean?
Hey, I don't want to hear. It.
That
I
don't
wanna hear
matter?
it. You didn't have
You
your
tell me
starting
that
running back hurt. Rodriguez was your starting running back, and you didn't start him for 8 games. Rodriguez started the season as your starting running back. You took him off the field for a rookie,
Austin Eckler.
and you blame it. And you talk about injuries. I don't want to hear it.
Austin Eckler was the starting running back.
I don't want to hear it. No, he wasn't. In the preseason, starting in the first starting preseason game, number 1 running back was Chris Rodriguez. Go look at the film. He started the game. He started the game.
Played, bruh.
Okay, he started the game. Week one, Eckler played and Rodriguez started the game.
If you look at who was the starter, who they announced as the starter, it was Eckler. It wasn't Rodriguez.
It doesn't. Okay. Whatever it was, everybody else. We don't have the most starters injured this year. We don't. So, there you go. Those injuries, I'm not hearing that. I don't. Redskin fans can take that. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. Y'all can take the injuries. I don't want to hear it because you could just anybody can say we got some players hurt, so we're not going to play anymore.
No,
why are you out there? If that's the case, don't go on the field at all. If you feel
It's not.
like you don't have enough players to play, stay on the sideline. Don't waste my time.
No, it's not enough players. It's that your
Period.
talent. It's that
Well,
your
if you don't
talent
have, you can't win
significantly
because players
drops.
are hurt. Don't play at all. Don't
Bruh,
play at
listen, your
all.
talent. It's not
What are
about
we
you not
talking
playing at
about?
all. Your
What are we
talent
talking
drops.
about then? You
Your
say they don't
talent,
have a chance to win because they got players hurt. So why are you playing at all? Forfeit the game.
bruh, because I'm
Forfeit the
saying
game.
talent drops significantly.
Forfeit the
When your best
game. What are we talking about? Why are you not forfeiting the game if you don't
is
have
this
enough to
all right, all
win?
right, all right, let's
You
cut
should
the
forfeit the
bullshit. Hold on,
game.
hold on, no, let's cut the bullshit. Is the team better with Jaden Daniels or Marcus Mariota?
Right now, Marcus Mariota. We
Get
had
the
three
fuck
play.
out of
We
here,
have 3 points.
Get
We
the
have
fuck
no.
out
We
of
don't
here,
have
man.
any points in the first half.
Yeah, man, get
Marcus
out of here,
Mariota got
man.
us something in the first half. We don't have
Man,
anything. It was no game that Marcus Mariota played in the whole
man.
first half. We
All
didn't
right,
have no points.
okay.
None.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how you got that, but okay. Let's go to the next thing. Is the team better with Terry McLaurin starting as
The
the
San
number one?
Francisco 49ers led the league, missed games due to injuries. The Arizona Cardinals is second. The Cincinnati Bengals is third.
I said starters.
Starters!
Starters.
Starters! San Francisco's number one. And look at their record and look at ours.
That's not starters, bro. That don't say nothing about starters.
San Francisco, hold on, I'm about
That
to put
don't
it
say
up the
nothing
exact
about
number of stars. Hold
starters.
on, I'm
I'm
gonna put up
looking
the
up.
exact
I'm
amount of games that their starters have total. I'm gonna put up the exact amount of games their starters have total.
The only person that I will say this. I see some San Francisco stuff. San Francisco is one of the only teams that got that, but the other ones, Arizona, they don't have their starters. The other teams that you named, they don't have their starters. So I'll give you San Francisco, but the other teams they don't got the starters. San Francisco, they say the starters missed by starters over 200. Basically, they added up all of the games. Basically,
Fred
how many
Warner
games
is
they would have
gone. That's
played.
their middle linebacker. Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, Brock Purdy, Brandon Ayuk. What are we talking about? Those four right there trump everything we got.
No, it don't.
As far as injuries, yes, it does. Nick Bosa, he's a defensive player of the year. We don't even have one of those on our roster. He's been gone. Gone for the whole season with ACL.
But they got
We
another
don't have
edge
one of
rusher.
those on our whole roster.
But they have, so he equals 2 edge rushers.
Fred Warner, a defensive player of the year. Gone.
Fred
What
Warner
are we
played in the game.
talking about? No, he's gone. He's been gone since week 7.
Right. He's been gone 6 games.
Week 7, he's been gone. Do you know what
6
week this
games.
is? This is week.
7 games
Oh,
now.
this
This
is not.
the 7th
This is
game.
not week.
This is week 14.
Again,
Trent is
still doesn't
playing
matter.
now.
That's
Trent only missed like 1
Trent,
or 2
but
games.
Trent missed 7 games this year.
Was it
He
7?
missed 7 games this year. He missed 7
Okay.
games this year.
I'll
Brock
give you
Purdy.
that.
Brock Purdy missed 6 games. Straight games.
Jaden Daniels missed like just 5 straight
Christian
games,
McCaffrey-
3 games early.
Brandon Ayuk, 12 games this year.
Terry McLaurin, same thing.
He hasn't missed 12 games. No, he hasn't.
Yes, he is.
He has not missed 12 games this year.
Terry might 11 maybe, if not 12.
All I'm saying is that injuries is no excuse. This coaching staff is some shit. Excuse my
I
language.
mean, look, you can say
I
what
gotta
you want.
keep
I
it
don't
real,
agree.
and that's all.
I
of
don't
them.
agree.
Especially
think
Dan Quinn because he's the top dog. He put
you want
this
to keep
garbage
blaming Dan
together.
Quinn for everything.
He's the
Of
dog.
course
He's
it's
the
Quinn's
top
fault.
dog. I'm going to give you the top dog, and I'm gonna blame the top dog every single time. I'm not going
All
to
right.
blame the subordinates.
Well, I mean, there's
I'm
no point
always
in
going to
it.
blame the
There's no
top
point in
dog
it.
or off the break.
There's
Today,
no point in
even
it.
today, hold up, even today, we're averaging 5.9 yards a carry, and you haven't gone to your offensive coordinator and said, run the ball.
You keep blaming him for even the offense. He ain't got shit to do with the offense.
If he ain't got nothing to do with the offense, we need a new coach. We need a new coach then. Get him
Bruh,
out the building. Let's get a coach in who got to do have something to do with the offense.
bruh,
Get him
bruh.
out of here then. We don't need him. If
No,
he
but that's
can't
not
say
the.
nothing to the offensive coordinator, why is he
There's no
coaching the team?
accountability. There's been
Why is
no
he coaching the
accountability.
team?
There is no
Bro, you should.
accountability.
If that's the case, if you was dissatisfied with the offensive coordinator, you could have got him off your team a long
The
time ago,
offense
like you
got
did
0
with.
points.
Why is he still coaching if he's not good?
The offense
Why
got
hasn't Quinn replaced him yet, like he did with?
bruh.
So it's still Quinn's fault.
Bruh, you gonna? That's my point. Everything is gonna be.
It's
Quinn's
still
fault.
Quinn's fault.
I'm
It doesn't
not-
matter how you slice it. It is Dan Quinn's fault.
I'm not in the business of just blaming the head coach. I'm sorry.
He's that. What I am. I
never
am.
done that,
If you
and I'm
gotta
not
step
gonna
up. If they
start
play
now.
like trash, the first person gonna get blamed is the coach.
Right, but that don't mean the only person to get blamed.
If Cliff Kingsbury's done the same thing all year, we've seen the same exact thing go all year. You should have been gone. He should have been gone. He should have been bitched if that's the case. And for not bitching him, I'm gonna give it to Quinn too.
I know you gonna give it to Quinn. You gonna find a way to
He's
give
supposed
it
to get it. Who else can take him off the field? Who else can
Bruh.
demote him? Who
The
else
owner.
can take Cliff Kingsbury
The owner.
off of the field?
The owner.
No, the owner cannot. The owner cannot
It's
trump
down.
a coach. The coach will quit the next day. The coach will quit the next day.
What are you talking about? There's been plenty.
The
of
coach
offensive
would quit
coordinators.
the next day. If the owner came down and said, you need to replace the offensive coordinator, you best believe you're not going to have a coach much longer. But you can't, you like, am I coaching the team or are you coaching the team? Did you hire me to coach or did you hire me to take your orders?
Bro.
That's what you're going to have.
I
James
disagree.
out of bounds. 3rd and 6. Same old, same old. They refuse to run the ball. 1st and 10, first and 10. 1st and 10, you run the ball, get 4 yards, and then you go and pass it. Same old, same old.
I mean, like I said,
Same
I'm
old,
not
same
about
old.
to blame-
Y'all
I'm
gonna
not
get this
about
man
to blame
hurt.
Dan Quinn.
Y'all gonna get this man hurt. Y'all gonna get Daniels hurt. Period. Because of what you're doing. And that's all that it boils down to. And you're not even gonna get him hurt to win games. You're just gonna lose games. 3rd and 7. Same old, same old. Passing. They have nobody in the block. You got 5 wide receivers. Cliff Kingsbury has no idea how he's coaching. Back to pass, throwing it.
Pass interference.
Noah Brown. Incomplete. No flags. Fabian Monroe was on him. The guy we released. Oh, they probably got the flag there.
Can they get a flag?
Fabian
like,
Monroe.
damn. Thank you. God,
That was
damn.
Fabian Monroe.
They didn't even want to throw the flag. It was a clear, obvious pass interference.
They was pushing each other though.
No, but listen, the thing, you cannot push. Once you extend your hands, arms, that's a pass interference. He extended his arms trying to push what's his name down.
That's something else that we did. We let all them players go. Fabian Monroe looks good out there with the Vikings. Vikings got a top 10 defense. All these players we let go that were decent. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling it. All right, you got a heavy set. Finally, a heavy running set, which is what we should be doing. Rodriguez up the middle. Of course, he got 4 yards, 5 yards on the curry. Why are we doing this? We are not in this finesse team. Y'all brought this finesse dude over here, and Jane Daniels is having problems with his elbow, with his
brace,
with his wrap. But you got, listen, we back to this light set. This is the NFC East. This is power rush football. Period. All of these heavy light sets. This ain't the NFC West.
And that's what I'm
Same
saying.
thing. 3 wide receivers in the running back. 1 tight
Cliff
end.
Kingsbury,
These light
don't get
boxes.
me wrong. I do not feel like good run by Rodriguez. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. But I just feel like Cliff Kingsbury, bro, like, don't get me wrong. Am I saying Dan Quinn's doing a great job? No. What I'm saying is that there is other people to blame as well as Dan Quinn. I'm sorry. These people got to be accountable, bro. People got to be accountable. Yes, Dan Quinn is to blame as well, but people got to be accountable, man.
He's not taking him off the field.
Trash.
He's not taking him off the field though, and so I can't blame nobody but Quinn for that because he's the only one that had the authority to do that.
You saying he can't take him off the field? The owner, he the only one. He the only one.
No, the owner can't. No, the owner cannot. The owner's not a GM. Look, you got to run. They tried to throw it. Jaden Daniels sacked. He fumbled. The Vikings got the ball. They're running the other way. This is trash. Look at that. Vikings ball. They about to score. Look, this is it's a flag on the play. This is terrible. This is no doubt that this was going to happen. This is just not football. This is not football. It's against Minnesota. The Redskins gonna take it. They had
Yes,
12
sir.
players on the field. This is just not football. This is not football. This is just not. Sorry.
I agree.
Sorry.
I agree.
This is
It's
not
not
football.
football.
Look at the all guys. When Jaden was doing that, every single offensive lineman stood there and watched Jaden Daniels. They didn't do anything. They literally didn't move. Not one offensive lineman moved. All four of them stood there and watched Jaden Daniels while he fought for his life. I'm sorry. That's coaching. That should be coached out. That all of those actions, you don't go over those things in practice. That's why they moving like that. These things you practice to make perfect. Practice to make perfect. If you don't practice these things, you're going to see what you're seeing on the field now. That's how that works.
All right. I just don't look at it that way, man. I see some of these players not doing what they so do. They not playing to the whistle. They not
Hand it
going
off,
hard like they're supposed to.
Rodriguez. He gets about 5-4 on the carry. Rodriguez just hadn't been playing a masterful game. Just hand the ball off. That's all you got to do. All of this fancy schmancy stuff. Why? We don't have to do none of that. Hand the ball off and get out the way.
So
Literally.
what is Cliff Kingsbury's fault? Since you said that it's nothing basically Cliff Kingsbury could do wrong, what is Cliff Kingsbury's fault? If you could blame
I'm
the
saying
offensive coordinator, if
if
you can
he's
blame the
coaching
offensive
bad,
coordinator,
my point is if he's back to pass, throws it, Debo wasn't even looking for the ball. 2nd and 6. My thing is, if you are Cliff Kingsbury, if you are Dan Quinn and he's just not coaching well, you have two options. Either I'm going to help him out, or I'm going to get him off my team because I don't have time to help him. I need somebody who got it together now. Those are two options. Dan Quinn has done neither. And that's what he gets blamed for.
so there's no way to blame Cliff Kingsbury. Because I said, what is the way
No,
to
because
blame
you
the
at the
offensive
end of the
coordinator?
day, when a guy's bad, he's going to be bad. He's been bad.
So,
Get rid
so
of him
I
or do
asked,
something
what is
about it
the
or help
way
him.
to blame the offensive
You
coordinator?
gotta help him. You gotta get
There's
him.
no way to blame him.
Okay. There's no way to blame him when he's bad. If a person's doing the best he can, he's already bad. Okay, now what do you do and now it goes to the coach. This
No,
guy's bad.
you
What do you
going
do now,
somewhere?
coach?
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. I said, what is the offensive coordinator? What can he be blamed for specifically? Not what can you
For
blame the
being
coach
bad. You
for?
blame him
Not,
by taking him off the field, though. That's how you
no,
blame him.
what can he be blamed for specifically?
For calling bad plays and not being in tune with the game. But once you know he's bad,
There you
what
go.
did you do about it? That's the question. What did you do about him being bad? That's the coach's job.
With a question.
That's not a coordinator's job. Zach Ertz
Listen.
with the catch on the 4th down to the 25-yard line. That's not the coordinator's job.
You are answering my question with a question. My question was very simple. What can the offensive coordinator be blamed for when he's not doing good?
He could be blamed for the game plan. However, once he's bad, and you're arguing a different point. You're moving the goalpost. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I'm saying because Dan Quinn won't take him off the field if he's bad, or because Dan Quinn won't help him be good. Those are the things he's getting blamed for.
So basically, like I said, you went back to
for not coaching. For not coaching. That's a job of a coach. Hand it off, Krosky Murray up the middle, gets about 9 on the curry.
So the coordinator can't be blamed.
Coming in as the splash
then,
back.
right?
I just said you blame him by taking him off the field. That's how you blame him. That's the action. I don't care about the blame. I care more about the action after the action is done. What are you doing about it? You keep talking about the action itself.
What I'm
talking about afterwards.
When Joe Witt was bad, we was on Joe Witt ass.
I said take him out too. I said, Dan Quinn, you need to call the plays. It was no different.
But we ain't saying that same energy with Cliff Kingsbury.
I am. I'm saying take him out.
You didn't say fire Cliff Kingsbury, not one time.
I said fire everybody.
No.
Include Cliff Kingsbury. I said get rid of the whole coaching staff because I don't think any of them can coach.
I get you, but you didn't. You specifically said Joe Witt needed to be fired plenty of times. You have not specifically
said not to be funny, at the time Joe Witt was unbearable. Dan Quinn is not unbearable as a coordinator. He's bad, not unbearable.
Who? Cliff
Not
Kingsbury?
unbearable.
You talking about Cliff
No,
Kingsbury ain't been
I said
unbearable?
Joe Witt. I said Dan Quinn is not unbearable as a
Yeah,
coordinator. I
I'm
said
talking
Dan
about Cliff
Quinn.
Kingsbury. Right now, in my opinion, Cliff Kingsbury has been unbearable.
That was a terrible throw. That was a
It was
terrible
a
throw by
terrible
JD
play call.
five.
It was a terrible play call, is what it was. It was a
I don't
horrible
know. He
play,
was open. He was open. He was open though.
bruh.
He was
It's the
open.
3rd and 3,
He was
and we have had
open. He
success.
was open, and then he's
Listen,
past the
that's
sticks.
not open, bruh. That is not open.
That is open. Yes, it
No,
is.
it's
You can
not.
see his numbers. If a quarterback can see your numbers, you are open. And
That,
nobody's in front. It's a
bruh,
clear path. You are open. The quarterback can see his numbers.
bruh.
There wasn't nobody in front of him. He was
If
open.
a player is
He
within
missed
a
the
half
throw.
yard of you, you are not open.
I don't even agree with. See me even right here. I don't agree with going for it. I don't agree with it. You take the field goal and play defense. We're not gonna get
Interception,
that. Oh, look at that.
pick six.
Terry gonna catch him.
Yeah.
What did I say? You take the 3. And JD hurt. And JD hurt. Whatever.
Cliff Kingsbury, man.
You shouldn't have
I'm
never
blaming
went for
Cliff
it.
Kingsbury
You shouldn't have never
for
went
that.
for it. You shouldn't have never went for it. You shouldn't have ever went for that. You shouldn't have went for it. Look at what going for it did last week. We just lost the game because you went for it. Going for it is not a good thing with you, Dan Quinn. You're not good at it.
Bruh, we need 5 field goals to win this game.
I would take the field goal, play defense, and try to cut this to a 4-point lead. I have a defense for a reason.
I agree.
The defense
But
get paid too.
me personally, I like going for it. Don't get me wrong. I call better plays in a 4th and 3 down. On the 3rd and 3, I call a better play. I'm sorry, the plays that he called was trash. Both
If
of
you
them.
went, if you'd have took the 3 both on both times, you'd have took the 3. You'd have had a 1 possession game right now. It's not even. It doesn't even make sense. It's common sense almost. It's common sense. It's common sense.
I can
This is
agree with that. I can agree with you. If you take field goals, you're in a
you
better
just
position.
you just lost the game. You just lost the game last week because you went for it. Literally, the only reason you lost is because you went for it. Mariota made a great play at the end of that game. Several of them to will you with a chance to win, and you go for it and lose. And what the first thing you do in the first 2 drives of this game is go for it. I just don't get it.
Look, man, I don't mind going 4-on-4. I'm not gonna hold you. I do think that if you are gonna go 4-on-4, you sequence the plays the right way, right? So, if I'm the head coach and I go to the offensive coordinator and say, "Hey, if we get down to short distance, we're going," right? So, say we get to that goal line, it's 1st and goal, boom, we run the ball. We get down to the 1 yard line, 2 yard line. I'm going to run the ball again. Even you said you would run the ball again. I'm going to run the ball again. That is all on the offensive coordinator. 2nd and 3rd down, all on the offensive coordinator. It gets to the 4th down, and now your coach decides whether we go or not. But the coach already said we're gonna go if it gets to short yardage. More than like he didn't just pop up at the last second say we going. Okay, so now the coordinator knows that we have 4 plays to get into the end zone from a 1st and goal, regardless of where we are on the 1st and goal.
JD is hurt. JD 5 is definitely hurt. He was blocked. He was blocked. And that's what I said. He put his arm on the ground. What I say, breaking his fall with his arm. The
Nah,
same
but
thing
he
I've
was
been complaining about. He tried to break his fall with his arm. You gotta coach that out of him.
yeah.
And I'm not being funny. You gotta
No,
coach that out of him
I
for his
don't know.
own safety. That
Yeah, him grabbing his helmet. Hold on, I'm not cutting you off, but him grabbing his own helmet. I don't know if he's like really hurt or if it was just like a banged up type of thing. Either which way, I don't know if I bring him back in the game.
it's that I don't. I just think I don't. But to me, it don't matter when he plays. If you don't coach that stuff out of him, you're gonna get the same result. You got to coach certain things out of him. It's going to get him hurt. That's why they tell you don't do that. They say compact on impact is the literally a rule.
Yeah,
Compact on impact. That is a rule to keep you from hurting yourself. That's literally what it's for.
Yeah, but I don't think he could have compacted on that impact because of the way he was
Yes, he
blocking.
could. And once he was pushed, you start going down. They teach you to wrap up when you start going down. It doesn't matter where. You
No,
start going down, wrap up. Don't break your
no,
fall with your arms. They
I'm no,
tell
I'm
you that.
saying the way that he was running, he was trying to push the dude out the way. So when he got blocked, I feel like he was just off balance when he got blocked. So he fell the way he kind of fell
He
awkward.
got to know where his situation is too. It got to. That's another thing they didn't coach out. When you throw an interception, you as a quarterback, they looking for you to hit you because they can't
Yeah,
hit you normally.
I
You are
agree.
open for
I agree.
anything. They should
I
have
agree.
told him that,
Yeah.
knowing his injury.
I mean, he knows that. He been playing football at the quarterback position his whole life. He knows that. He knows
It
that.
don't matter whether he know it or not. It's your job as a coach to have your. You can't depend on what the coaches did before you. You got to coach them up to you to your standard.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Good defense right there. I mean, honestly, Justin Jefferson ain't look like the same Justin Jefferson this year, man. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the JJ McCarthy or if it's I don't know exactly what it is, but he necessarily ain't look the same. Look like Miles Gerd is closing in on that sack. What's the name? On that sack record. He got a sack today. He has 20 now. I don't know if he got more than one, but I know he got one. Oh, that's a pick. Come on. That is a pick, Jones. That's a pick. That's a pick, Jones. Off. It slipped in. It slipped in. The field goal is good. That's going to give them a 17-0 lead. I mean, Minnesota, uh, 17-0. I mean, all over us. The frustration continues. I mean, Washington has just been. I mean, they have been bad this game. They have the offense has not scored anything. The defense has given up 17 points now. They gave up a 97 over 10-minute drive. Uh, but right there, I mean, I'm going to give them. I guess I can give them a, to be honest, because I mean, after that turnover, for them to just not allow but a field goal, not allow many yards. I mean, you know, kudos to the defense, to be real. And so like this is why I've been saying the offense has to produce because if the defense makes a stop like this, if the offense, let's say, scores one touchdown, it's still a 10-point game. If they score, even if you go with what Rose said, kick two field goals, that's still, 11-point game, so it's still within reason. Right now, at being 17 points, and JD5 maybe not coming back into the game because of just a little nick, a little injury. Um, I don't know if Mariota comes back, puts up 21 points to win this game. I mean, theoretically, he could maybe put up maybe a touchdown and a 2-point, and then that'll be 15, and then maybe we can kick a field goal to win, and it'd still only be 3 possessions. But we need to stop them on the defensive side. So that will be on Dan Quinn to make sure that we get the stops that we need to be able to potentially compete in the fourth quarter. So, I mean, Ro has a point when he says that it's going to be on Dan Quinn. A lot of this stuff is going to fall on the head coach. A lot of stuff going to fall on, the people that, we think is the leads of the team. But I do think that, in my opinion, just my true opinion, I think that when you give blame to all parties. And I think that all parties aren't getting a lot of blame. It's Dan Quinn, it's JD5, it's this or it's that. Looks like Mariota's probably going to come into the game. Mariota looks like he's strapped up, ready to go. Um, and I mean, I guess that blows my bets. JD5 is in the tent. They're checking him out to see if it is, re-injured in any kind of way. I mean, a lot of people say that he was rushed back, or he rushed himself back, even. But we will see. We will see. So Marcus Mariota is going to take over. 7:01 left in the third quarter. Maybe Marcus Mariota gives the team a different spark, and we can potentially get something out of this. Potentially get something out of this for sure. Last week against Denver, 28 of 50 career high passing attempts. 50 attempts. It's crazy. 294 yards and 2 touchdowns. First attempt ball at the 20. Heavy set. Marcus Mariota hands the ball off. Krosky Merritt gets about 5, 4, maybe, probably 4.5. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt on the run, 5. You can then give him the 5. Second and 5. 6:38 left in his third quarter. Washington 3-9 on the year. Minnesota 4-8 on the year. Play action. Marcus Mariota fires. It's a catch. Debo Samuel. That's gonna be a first down and some. First down. And some. Okay. It's a good pass and throw. Pitch and catch like they like to call it.
All right, I think I'm back.
All right, cool.
All right, you got a first and 10 for Mariota up at the heavy set up at the 35-yard line. They blitz. Oh, they got Cross Murray. Oh, he makes 2 men miss. Gets a 2-yard gain out of it. That was a great run by Murray.
That was a good run. Good run.
Yeah, he's out the medical tent. He would not return. You could tell he's in tears too, man. Dang, I feel bad for Shorty, man. I feel bad for him. You could tell. You see him he in tears, man. Ah, y'all got to set him up better, man. Y'all got to set him up better. Y'all have to do better by him. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it 100. This is just not a good look. I'm disappointed, man. I can't really. I don't know. Back to pass. Mariota looks interception. Harrison Smith. Come on, man. I'm not gonna. I don't even know what to say. I can't even. What am I going to say here? I don't know if I'm Josh Hurst. I'm gonna be honest, and again, this is just my opinion, right? This is just my opinion. I'm speaking on behalf as a fan of a team that I've been watching my whole life. I'm just speaking on behalf as a fan. I'm not no authority or nothing. At this point in time, where I am now, I am a fan, and I am speaking on behalf of a fan of what I'm seeing on the field of the game of football that I know to be the game of football. This is a bad coach team. I personally, if I'm Josh Hurst, and this is not to knock whomever, it's just from me. If this is my team, it's no way I can move forward with Dan Quinn as my coach next year. That's me. I would not move forward with him as my coach. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I don't necessarily blame Dan Quinn for all of this. I do think that he does deserve blame. So I don't think this was a very good coaching year for Dan Quinn. We think that there's something that he has done that you would not like. Do I think that after one bad season, he had one good season, one bad season, that a coach should be fired? I don't think so. Um, Especially depending on the options. I really do feel like hiring and firing coaches definitely depends on options as well. Do we have a better option as a head coach? And so, if we're going to say fire a person, we need to have a better option. I don't know what coordinators are going
Brian
to be.
Flores. Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator you looking at, dog you right now. Brian
Well,
Flores is a better option than Dan Quinn for sure.
uh, I wouldn't say that.
Bill
What
Belichick, if you really want to be honest, Bill Belichick. If you want to do anything, Bill Belichick.
now? Bill potentially. I don't know if
You got
Bill's going to
Jaden
leave.
Daniels. You got Jaden Daniels. You got Jaden Daniels. Yeah, Bill Belichick. We saw what he do with
I
quarterbacks.
I was going to say that I don't know if Bill Belichick leaves North Carolina. That's the thing. I mean, he got a
No,
kind of a sweet
he definitely
deal.
leaves North Carolina. He definitely leaves North Carolina for an NFL job. That's what he wanted. He went back to North Carolina so they can get back ready for the NFL. Bill Belichick has been very vocal about him wanting to be back in the NFL. He has not been shy about saying that. He's been vocal about it.
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe.
But I don't move forward with Dan Quinn in this. It's no way possible I could move forward with him as my coach after this season. That's me. Everybody's different. Again, I don't know what his contract looks like, what you would have to pay him out. I think those are things you got to consider. I believe he had a 4-year deal, so they're probably going to hang in there with him, especially knowing what Josh Hurst is. Josh Hurst wanted to tank anyway. That's what he does. I believe we tanked this whole year, personally. Um, and we literally have like the second worst record in the NFC right now to the Giants. I think the Giants has a worse record than us. Maybe the Saints. You know, but then I mean, it's just
Yeah, we're
not.
number no, we're number seven. Right now, we're the seventh pick.
I say in the
So,
NFC. I'm saying the NFC. I
oh,
don't care
okay.
about picks. I don't care because you don't draft well, so I don't care
No,
about picks
that
with you
means
because
we
you
have the
draft well.
seventh worst record. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm talking in the NFC. I wasn't saying
Yeah.
overall. I was saying the NFC and outside. Yeah, I'm not. All the fans talk about draft picks and happy about draft. I'm not gonna even. I'm not happy about anything regarding the draft. I don't think Adam Peters drafts well, so I'm not. I'm not excited about that. I think he's gonna botch the draft like he's botched to me every draft we've had. Um, you know, I Jerzon Newton is not looking great right now. To be honest, I might have given him a little more credit than I should have. He's looked good when he's played, but today he's been the man. Today they played him in there with pain the whole game, and he's looked really bad. He's looked really bad. Massive runs up the middle. They had to literally take him out. Is he still in right now? Yeah, they took him out. They
No.
got Kinlaw back
Yeah,
in
not
there.
right now.
Yeah, they took Kinlaw. Kinlaw's back in there. And Mason now on the edge. Mason fumbled. Did he fumble?
No, he ain't
No, he didn't.
fumble. That's the
Minnesota
first
in the
down.
red zone, about to go in first and goal again. Yeah, I couldn't move. I've been calling this all year. I mean, you went for it twice. I mean, man, if you take them 2 6 points, you still got a somewhat of a game right now.
Yeah.
You could at least get a stop and give yourself a chance. You don't. You literally gutted your team with bad coaching, bad decisions. Touchdown, Vikings, easy, walked in. Who and because of who was that? 31. Jones left them wide open. They doubled the jet and left nobody on the tight end. I mean, terrible, terrible defense. 23-0, Vikings. Y'all are losing 23-0 to a 4-18. Josh Harris is going to pay this money back, I have no idea. This could be really bad for the city of DC, and you really need to make sure that we have the proper leadership to deal with this. Because let's be clear about this: Washington D.C., the residents of D.C. are investing a lot of money into a whole new stadium, and right now it doesn't look like the organization is going in the right direction.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that's unfair to the people of DC to have to deal with that. When you build a whole new massive stadium for a team that's only winning, and you're paying for it, your taxes are probably going to have to go up. Y'all decided to pay for this. Y'all wanted this. So yes, the taxes are probably going to go up a little bit because you wanted to, this is what you wanted. We wanted to bring them. Okay, we're going to bring them back to DC. It's going to cost. It's going to cost the taxpayers. So your taxes are going to go up a little bit based on this. So at least I would like for us to have a good, competent financial situation, which we don't have. You got an owner who's in massive debt, who has massive, yes, 21 other people who have to pay. We got a stadium we have to pay for. You still got FedEx Field that you have to maintain and operate for the next, 5 years or 4 years. It's just not a good situation with this organization, top down. You have a first-time GM who is struggling massively. He's struggling. Your GM is struggling. Whether you like it or not, your GM is struggling. It don't seem like none of you have any answers. You banked it all on Quinn. You banked everything on Quinn. When in Quinn's last job, he was fired for not being competent. In the middle of the season, he did not finish the season when he was fired. They fired him, hired Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris is still currently their coach. And he's not doing well. So it was something about Quinn that they just seriously could not deal with. And I'm seeing it. I'm going to be honest about this one. We're not going to sugarcoat this. Everybody's doing a terrible job. J.J. McCarthy today, 11 for 15, 124, 2 touchdowns, 137 passer rating. This is what you did to these fans after last season. You literally didn't even try. You didn't even try. You had Christian McCaffrey out there. I mean, the little brother,
Luke McCaffrey.
Luke McCaffrey out there, who was playing a masterful season. You barely gave him the ball. You got Jeremy McNichols, who to this day is averaging 5 yards a carry. You barely give him the ball. Rodriguez today is averaging over close to 5 yards a carry. He has, 11 touches, 10 touches. It's just, you're trying to be this finesse team. We're not a finesse team. We're the Redskins. Power football. Now it's hard to play that. Now they know you're running. Zach Ertz don't want to block either. That's something else with Zach Ertz. I've seen a lot of lazy moments out of him. A lot of lazy moments out of him. I would have been took him off the field. I would have took off the field after the overtime. The first, what was that? It was the first overtime loss. He would have never been on my roster no more. He ran a lazy route, and we lost the game because of the lazy route. No corrections are being made. Mariota back to pass, probably should be holding. Throws it, Ertz gets crushed. Oh yeah, it looks like he's hurt too. Finally, get him off the field. I'm sorry to say it like that. I hope he's good, but get him off the field. He's not good. Ertz is a bum. Excuse my language. Sorry to say it like that. I hope he's good though. That was an ugly hit, but Mariota got him crushed.
Ooh, no,
Oh man.
Nah. That's a bad hit, man. I hope he's doing okay.
That was a hit on the defenseless receiver too. That was hit on the
It
defenseless
definitely
receiver as
was.
well. I don't know why I didn't call that. That should have been hit on the defenseless receiver
It
to
should have
say it
been.
like that.
It should have been.
Should have been on
Ooh,
the defensive receiver. Marcus
yeah,
Mariota got to
no.
protect him better. Mariota don't have his head in the game. Clearly, he doesn't have his head in his game. Clearly, he doesn't even want to play anymore. So I would take Mariota out personally. I mean, the interception was atrocious. This next throw right here, you got your man killed basically on that throw. You shouldn't have never thrown that ball. I think you take Mariota out here. His head is not in the game. I don't think any of the guys' heads is in the game, to be honest. And it's just going worse. It's going left. It's getting worse. Dan Quinn has no answers. None of them guys have no answers. Cliff Kingsbury is in la la land. Joe Witt is not even an option. Your whole coaching staff is getting obliterated by the other side, and you have every single game. How do you move forward? How do you move forward? You have a first-time owner, so he don't know what to do. He came from a whole nother sport. They set us up. You never go first-time owner and first-time GM. You never do that. Because you know what you have when you have that? You know what happens? You know what you have when you do that? You know what you have? You have the yeah, he's being carried off the field. He's really hurt. Ertz is hurt. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. You know, I hope he gets better. I hope this ain't as bad as it looks. Prayers up for
I
Ertz.
mean, that might be
But if
that
you
might be
go,
the end of his career, bro. I'm gonna be real. That's probably the end of Zach Ertz's career.
and the Marcus Mariota guy is the one who did it. That was you should have never threw that pass. You got to protect your players.
Yeah,
You had no business throwing that pass.
yeah. Marcus
Now y'all want to
Mariota has
max protect.
Mariota
And now
hasn't
you
been in
want
the
to max
game at
protect
all.
now.
Like even with
You
Mariota,
sh-
he basically threw a almost a pick six. He just got his man obliterated. You know what I'm saying?
he
Turn
shouldn't be in the game. Sack. Another sack. He's not seeing the field. You got to get
yeah,
him out of there. Mariota do not want to be out there. Either he don't want to be out there or his mind is just somewhere else. But his head is not in the game. Yeah, his head is not in the game. It don't even look like he's looking at receivers. He's just sitting there in la la land like a rookie. Get Josh Johnson in the game. At least you know Josh Johnson. Oh, he's might. Oh, you know what? He's probably not even active today, which would have been
exactly.
crazy to me. Which would have been it's another bad coaching decision if he's not active today because you could have expected that it might have been a chance that Jay Daniels would get hurt and you didn't want to be left with one quarterback. So he should be active if he's not. You got a flag on the play. I'm getting a little feedback.
Uh, maybe it's this. Better now.
Yeah, 11, 118 left in the fourth, man. I mean, third. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Both teams offset. First down, Minnesota, man. This is just this is terrible, man. And it's embarrassment to DC. It's like we can get the best superstars. We can get the best who can show us everything, and we still, as an organization, cannot execute and get it right, man. It don't matter what guy you give us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just and people can get mad at me all you want. But this team should have went to Jeff Bezos. I'm sorry. And if you know Jeff Bezos' story, you know how he started. you know all the things that happened with Amazon with the crash in 2000 and how he built that team back. I mean, how he built that business up over and over and over again. Then you know this. It's no way you should have passed that those to Josh Hurst. Never in a million years. If you wanted to do right by the people of DC and by the organization. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Hopefully we can figure this out. I'm speaking as a fan right now. I am a fan right now. I'm speaking as a fan. I'm speaking as a fan.
Nah, man, I'm pissed. I ain't gonna hold. Excuse my language. I'm not feeling it, bro. Like I'm not, bro. I'm not feeling it. This is ridiculous. It is. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say about it.
Honestly, this season is worse than the tank season, the first season. This season has been worse than that season, than the Sam Howell season. This season is far worse than this season, than that season.
Uh, I don't know, man. I just feel like it all sucks. Basically, I don't know. Maybe not. I know it don't
Bobby
feel any
Wagner
better.
is is a candidate for Walter Payton Man of the Year. So I go out and vote for Wag, man. I commend him for this, man. But we don't have I don't know where you go from here. I can't. I don't see you. I don't think you should move forward with Dan Quinn. I'm gonna continue to say that because I don't. McCarthy scrambles out. He gets out of the way. He's scrambling. He's out to the 40, the 50. He gets about 20 yards on the run. Newton chased him down.
Yeah, Zach Ertz is crying. I know he knows his
Yeah,
NFL
it might
career
be
is
in his
over.
career.
Yeah, his career
I
over.
mean, yeah.
Jaden Daniels.
Daniels. It's just this was a bad trip to Minnesota. It was a bad trip, but honestly, I gotta go with Quinn. You the head dog. Mariota wasn't ready to play. Mariota wasn't, and I'm again. You know, you it just that going for it thing. You went for it them times. I'm not. I just you just didn't give your team nothing, and they trying to do extra, and just you going. It just was all overall terrible. It just overall it just looked like you had no idea what you did. It just don't look like you know what you're doing. You look like an amateur. Our season will officially be over after this loss as well. And what a way to end your season. I don't
Basically.
even think you play Mariota after this. I think you should only play Josh Johnson. I mean, you have no choice but the tank. But because I don't think you can win a game. Forget it. Tell you, got the Eagles coming up twice. You got the Cowboys. Oh my goodness. Lord knows what they gonna do to us when we play them. Man, that might be 50 to nothing. Because Jerry don't let up on us at all. He would never let up on us. He's never let up on us. Never a game. It's the same house season. They beat us 40 something to 10 twice. They don't do no letting up on us, and they because we don't do no letting up on them. Well, we did. Ron Rivera let up on them when we beat them to win the division. Ron Rivera let up on them at the end of that game. I wouldn't have with Antonio Gibson, which is another person to me we shouldn't have never let go. It's looking like, which is Antonio Gibson, because despite him having his little whatever, he has played every game for the Patriots since he left here. He has not missed one game, and that's what we used him and what we need about. We've had Eckler, who now missed 20 games, and if you go back and look the day that we signed Eckler, I said that was my concern. You have a team full of that got guys who are full of who has injury histories. Debo has an extensive injury history. Jaden Daniels had an extensive injury history before he came. Um, 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 Austin Eckler had an extensive injury history. You know, I mean, Wagner didn't. And guess what? He's played every game. So you didn't even opt when it came to certain players. You know, Will Harris had an injury history. You took Chin out for Will Harris. And Chin, even though he missed that first season, he never missed another game after his first season when his first injury he had. So Chin was durable. He played every game for you last year. You gutted the team. Got rid of unnecessary pieces. Got rid of pieces that kind of worked at the end of it for you. Once they got it working together. You got rid of De'Ami Brown for Noah Brown. Now, even if you say, okay, I can see you swapping him for Debo Samuels, I don't see you swapping De'Ami Brown for Noah Brown. Sorry. And I think Dan Quinn has lost the team, too. I think Dan Quinn has lost the team. The only people you really going to see put in work is people trying to fight for a job. And in situations like this, if I'm Quinn, those are most of the guys that I'm going to try to get some work to, is the guys who I know just fighting for a job, even if not with us, with someone else, as long as I can get guys out there who really want to play. Mariota knows it doesn't matter whether he's good or bad, he's going to be signed after this year. He already knows that. So he doesn't care. He don't even really want to be out there. Mariota know he's leaving. He know he has another job somewhere. He guaranteed that. He knows that.
Damn, Justin Jefferson ain't they in a push off? They didn't get him on the push.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's a clear push.
And the refs, but Dan Quinn don't say nothing to the refs. He never. I mean, we watched last week. Yeah, that's definite. We watched what's his name get a call because he worked the refs. We watched Sean. What was it? Sean Payton. Whomever it was last week. We watched these coaches. We watched these coaches work the refs. Dan Quinn never says anything to the refs.
That's crazy.
Ever.
Clear push.
Ever.
Clear push off.
Ever. He never says nothing to the refs. He never works the refs. Look at this. They not. Look at this. They don't want to be out there, and I can't blame them. They about to go up 31-0. Back. I can't even say this is the Dan Snyder Redskins, because it was only on a few occasions that the games looked like this when Daniel Snyder was our owner. To be honest, we were bad, but we were competitive most of the time. And we had a couple games that got out of hand, but look at this. Look at this.
Flag on the play.
You had a screen pass, McCarthy. To I think it was at Henderson. 33. He breaks 4 tackles, runs down to the 3-yard line. It is a flag on the play, but it is looking like what it's looking like. It's a foul by both teams on the play, so it's coming back. Roughing the passer was our call. Oh no, that penalty is actually forced because it's a higher penalty, so they are giving him the roughing the passer. Oh, both penalties was on the Redskins. Sorry. Oh my goodness. It's self-destruction, man. Can't say it's penalties today. We only got 2 penalties for 20 yards today. Man in motion, pitch out. Yeah, it just ain't working no more. Different when the motivation different. That it looks real different out there when that motivation change. All right, you got a second and goal for Minnesota. About to go up another. It's about to be 31-0. That score just keep trickling on up. Trickling on up. I'm about to start betting against the Redskins. I'm about to at least I'm gonna do is win some money. If y'all gonna play like this, Jacob Martin missed the sack. McCarthy spins out of him, and they actually get him. Jacob Martin was a great play. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Jim. He's played a great game. Yeah, they're doubling. They're doubling Jefferson in the end zone. I commend Wagner, man. I commend them guys for still playing hard, man. I commend them guys for still playing hard on the defensive side, man. Them guys showing a lot of professionalism. Third and goal. Back to pass. McCarthy hits his back foot. He tries to scramble up. He doesn't get it. It's a good play by Sam Strill on Addison. Addison probably should have made the catch. If I'm Minnesota, I kick the field goal. I'm not even thinking about all these extra points. It doesn't matter to me. If he goes for it, then you know it's personal. If they go for it, then you know it's personal against us. And it's about Kevin O'Connell being personal. And they're going for it. But I tell you, I told y'all it was personal. I told y'all it was personal in the beginning of this game. I told y'all that. He's going for it. Down. He's up 24-0. It's fourth and goal. From the two, he's going for it. Up 24-0. This is about embarrassing Washington. Minnesota uses their second timeout. This is about embarrassing Washington because y'all didn't choose me as the coach. Now look at you. Again, y'all represent the city. Y'all represent the team for the city. We getting punched in the mouth. We getting bullied. We getting obliterated, dogged. All these. Come on, y'all. We have to fix this. Let's go and fix this. Drew Brees is calling this game. Drew Brees is calling this game. It's just embarrassing. $24-0. Man in motion. McCarthy hits his back foot, throws it, touchdown, Hawkinson. They embarrassing us, man. Wow. 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 That's what type of season it's been. And they not going to let up. They not going to let up. I don't know what Dan Quinn think this is. They are not going to let up, and he better not say nothing about them going for it up 24-0 on the goal line. You should have known what we did to that coach before you even stepped in this game. You should have known the scenario. You should have had your team ready to play. I think Minnesota should go for it again. Run it up. Run it up. Make us feel it. Maybe that'll get Quinn out of there quicker. Jones is hurt. Dale Jones hurt. He probably got a job somewhere else too. So he gonna get himself off the field now. You about to see a lot of people get hurt over this next two drives. Over this last quarter, you're gonna see a lot of people get hurt. Debo, I don't got Debo finishing the game. That's my man though. So I don't blame Debo. If I was Debo, I wouldn't finish it either. I go ahead and let Jalen Lane and them get them. I'm good. I know I'm gonna be good next year. Y'all get y'all. Y'all make sure y'all got a job next year. You got Frankie Louvu out on the edge against Hawkinson. How does that happen? You got Frankie Louvu covering Hawkinson on a 4th and goal. Again, we could we could we could. I yeah.
Trash. That's what I can say. We are trash. This is the worst whooping that we probably had all year. Even when they put up 40 burgers and all that on us. To be real.
And all you can blame is the person who passed up points. You at the 2 yard line. You decided to
Nah,
go for it.
uh-uh.
You ain't
Uh-uh.
no meaning for the shutout. For the shutout. For the shutout.
Uh-uh.
Yes, you can blame Dan Quinn for a shutout. Because you had an
I'm
option to
blaming
put points on the board.
I'm also blaming that trash offensive coordinator that didn't put up any points and didn't have a good game plan.
He had to score. It's either score, we ain't gonna have no points. Either you get a touchdown or we're not getting any points. That's basically what he was faced with.
Even if that's the case, get one. You bought JD5
I don't know if that's a fair
out
scenario
of
though.
injury. You bought this kid off an injury and had a subpar, trash ass, excuse my language, a trash playbook, a trash play design, garbage. Yes, Dan Quinn deserves the credit. He's gonna get the credit, he's gonna get the blame for the shutout. Yes. The person that also deserves some of that credit is Cliff Kingsbury.
And I think people forget how much economics is attached to the team. So
Oh,
you
you
talking about a team
I'm gonna take
that's
this.
not
Garbage.
you talk about a team. You talk about a team that just in a city that could use the extra revenue, more sales for shirts, more revenue for the city. All of these things are attached to the city. We got to get our sports franchises together in DC. We got to. That goes for all of them. We don't want to accept any more losers, and we won't accept any more losing. Y'all got to figure this out. That goes for everybody. We got to lock in and figure this out. 31-0. I'm going to the Twitterverse. Let's see what the Twitterverse got to say. It's all we've heard about is what I had to say so far. Let's see what the Twitterverse got to say, and I'll read them out. You know what I'm saying? Washington today. 100 and something yards, 219 total yards and no points. Mariota throws to Noah Brown. He catches it on the sideline. All right. So let's see what we got on the Twitterverse. It was a throw on the sideline. You got a 1st and 10 Washington in Minnesota territory. All they trying to do is get points as if it matters. Like, you might need a shutout. Hands it off up the middle. Rodriguez. Okrowski Murray gets 9 yards on the carry. I guess Minnesota ain't too far. They ain't tripping over the shutout. Let's see what we got on the Twitterverse from the Redskin fans. Boy, I know they gonna be heated. I know I am. Well, we are another 5-year rebuild, something we have been since 1992. Your QB comeback and the team plays like crap. HTTC. That was from. Well, I'm gonna wait till the commercial and we'll pull them up. All right, we got a handoff around the side. Krosky Murray, he's down to the 30 to 20-yard line. He's still playing though, because he got something to play for. He's had a great rookie season so far. I think Dan Quinn and them set him up. You know, I think he's been set up this season in a bad way. You got Sinat out there, Ben Sinnott. This is what we should have seen. This is what we should have. Traylon Burks. These the young guys. Yankoff, Connerly. I would have liked to see us start like this. First and 10. Man in motion. Handed it off. Krosky Merritt up the middle. He gets one on the play. Jay Daniels, man, you could just tell, man, he just not, you know, man, he don't know what to do. But again, that's why I say I want just for him. I want a better coach than Jay Daniels. If nothing else,
That's retarded as shit. Not like super
you
bad.
know.
Excuse my language.
We got you. Yeah, we got y'all. We can hear y'all on there. Second and 9. Back to pass, Mariota scrambles. He runs to the outside. He gets tackled after a 2-yard gain. You're gonna have a third down. I bet you Quinn kicked the field goal here. I guarantee you he kicked the field goal here. This is when you're supposed to go for it. This is why he's backwards. This is why he's backwards. You only gonna kick the field goal to prevent yourself from getting a shutout. When you've had multiple chances to get points way before this. You need to go for everything now. I don't want no field goals. Don't give me no field goals. You've been going for it all game. Keep going for it. Don't go for it. Don't kick a field goal in the fourth quarter and to insult us, to insult the fans. That's an insult. If you do that. Back to pass, Mariota, back foot. At the 30, he scrambled out. He gets tackled. They gave him the first. Minnesota ball. He fumbled. Minnesota got the ball. He fumbled. I said you should have took him out a long time ago. I said you should have been took Mariota out. Yeah, he fumbled. He definitely fumbled. That was an open fumble. Minnesota got the ball easy. He jumping up in the air. Every time he jumped, he fumbled. He jumped up in the air too. Didn't cover the ball up. He been fumbling all season. They still ain't corrected that. Still ain't corrected the fumbling problem. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Shout out to everybody out there listening. Let's go ahead and go to the Twitterverse. That's what they got to get now. Let's go to the Twitterverse. 31-0. Let me go ahead and put the score. I'm going to get the score down here. So that when we go to the Twitterverse, the people can know. Washington 0, Vikings 31. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on. Let's get this up here. So that we can get to we got to get to the Twitterverse. We haven't really heard from the fans in a few weeks. You know, throughout the losing streak, we have heard some things, but we haven't heard a lot from them. So let's see what the fans got to say about this showing. I don't know what I got to say. Y'all heard a lot of what I had to say, but let's hear what everybody else got to say. Here on the Twitterverse. Y'all here live on the Nature Sports Podcast, bringing you Redskins football as usual, as we've done for 10 straight seasons. This is, of course, back to the basics, because this ain't going to work. Not to me. But anyway, forget what I got to say. We are live on the Twitterverse. Y'all see. Let's go see what we got to say here. Not if, when. They're coming off a bye after losing 7 straight. That's the way this cursed season has rolled over for us. They need to tell the truth Sunday. They need to have a tell the truth Sunday. Games like this during a season like this used to get coaches fired. Dan Quinn, Cliff, etc. all got to be on a hot seat. Meanwhile, Joe Witt is sitting back like, see, it wasn't only me. Commanders are a complete dumpster fire. HTTC. Jaden had no business back if the elbow was not 100%. This is the worst Redskins game since. Well, we are in another 5-year rebuild. Okay, that's from earlier. Okay, let's continue. Redskins getting outplayed, outcoached, basically whipped in every facet of the game. Nightmare season now, downright embarrassing. Oh yeah, I'm just these ain't my quotes. Y'all see it right here live on the Twitterverse. Oh y'all don't see it. Let me put it out. You haven't seen it, yeah. So let's get it. Let's get y'all in there. Fake handoff, McCarthy around to the right side, throws it, another first down. Jordan Addison. Still ain't playing well. Still playing like trash. After all this, you're still playing like trash. All right, let's go. Trying to figure out if this is inevitable loss is the worst than ending the Lions' 19-game losing streak. Coaching questionable, tight end questionable, number 2 wide and 3 wide receivers questionable, defensive ends questionable, MLB questionable, middle linebacker safety questionable, quarterback 1 questionable. K, further away than I expected going into 2026. Throws it around, it is a easy first down. I don't know who they got out there at corner, 34. I don't even know who that is. The Vikings are about to score again. Redskins will need to answer 3 hard questions this offseason is, what is this defense? Where do you find backup players? After Daniels' injuries, is he even the guy anymore? I bet they're going to blame Daniels. Not ideal. Okay, says, don't get mad at me, bro. It's not like Jaden has to take better care of himself. It's a he gets hurt that easily situation. You knew they was gonna blame, but it's really not his fault. It's a lot of this is coaching. To me, y'all can blame. They gonna blame Jaden. Great play, Bobby Wagner. He looks like he's hurt. Oh no, he's not. Flag on the play. What do you got? Holding defense, number 99, Javon Kinlaw. No, 98. Sorry, 98. That was Sheldon Brown. Sheldon. Left hand up, little bro. Those haters can't stand us. Talking about left hand up. He's still rooting. This guy's still rooting. Good luck with that. Oh yeah, they just got the Denzel slamming the door. Y'all see it? Yeah. That's about how I feel too. It's unfortunate, but last season was the best coaching staff we had to offer. Bring on the firing squad. Guess that same forever NFL player. Guess that's the same for, yeah, I don't know what that means. It says, we have watched DC football. I've watched DC football my whole life, and the organization is be run better. But we got all the luck last year. This was a honest presentation that we are nowhere close to good. Throws it, it's a catch. Jordan Addison, easy first down. They are just running it up. They about to score again. Nah, they're not about to score. They are at the 45-yard line, but this was an honest presentation that we are nowhere near close to good. The organization had real questions to answer for now, and we are 2/3 of the years away. Cincinnati is massively dangerous. It says, what an awful game. Watching Ertz crying aloud, followed by Daniel slamming his helmet, is the new low. I didn't think we could get this low this season. Back to pass, McCarthy throws it, catch, another catch to Addison. I mean, they're throwing it to the same guy over and over again. It's incomplete. I mean, he's dogging Sam Strill. Like, literally, just, I mean, they are running through this zone defense like it's water. literally like it's water. And if there's not the zone, they just go in that Sam Strill over and over and just. I mean, he is terrible right now. I'm sorry. The guy dropped the ball. He should have caught it. Dumpster fire eternally burns brightly in Ashburn. Different owner, different staff, same results. I think these results gonna be worse than Snyder, personally. If you ask me, I think the situation is worse. Financially, is worse. Snyder owned the whole team when he left. Snyder had a lot of power, man, and so I don't know if he had ever paid off his loans. I know he's paid them off by now, but because of that $6 million, he just got $6 billion. He just scammed for. Because the team was definitely not worth that, and that's the biggest plight in this all. It sold for too much money. That's the worst part in this all. Man in motion, back to pass. J.J. McCarthy runs, throws it underneath. It's a catch. First down on the 3rd and 6. Oh no, they got caught. It looks like it might be 4th and inches. Yeah, it looks like it'll be 4th and inches. Redskins have lost 7 straight and are trailing 24-0. This was at 24-0 at the time, but that was 34-0. To a 4-6 Minnesota team, 4-8 Minnesota team. James have left 3rd straight game with an injury. The 3rd straight game he's played with the injury. Now Zach Ertz, absolutely ridiculous. The amount of injuries his team has. Just sad. What's what Jaden is now? That's what Jaden is now. His career is now an if he's on the field or not. Going by this score, I'm glad I'm ignoring this game. HTTC. Can we hire a new medical team? Because now Ertz is hurt, SMH, JD is fine, but to put him back in isn't smart, so I understand. Have you watched? Looks pathetic, man. All right, so it's short. They're going to go for it, of course. It's 2:25 left in the 4th. They are up massively, 31-0, and they're still going for it on 4th down. That should tell you they don't give a god about us. They are literally here to embarrass and destroy us. Much like Davey did with the Nats. Dan Quinn lost HTCC. He should be fired right after this game and figure it out on his way home. I agree. I mean, just getting outclassed again. What in the world is acceptable? Looking lost. 1st down. Look at this. I told you. Another 1st down for the Vikings. There's no way they don't score. Huh? Dang, that sucks. Could be the end of the career for Ertz. Time to clean house and start with head coach. I'm not the only one calling for his job, clearly. Are you kidding me? Jaden right now literally can't stay on the field. Next year is a make or break. If Jaden misses another 7 or 8 games next year, what's your plan? To continue to watch him go in and out of the lineup? I'm pretty sure we lost and we're still lost. I'm pretty sure we lost and we're still lost. Yep. And now Mariota throwing hospital balls. Great. This is what we gonna hear what the fans got to say. We just gonna dive it into what the fans got to say. This is the worst thing I've seen all year, and I've seen some bad SH this year, 2025. Oh, GP has to say, and this is what I said before. It was a fluke to me. Last year was a fluke. It says, have to wonder if Jaden's rookie season was a fluke. Dude has not played up to it all season. I think he played well when he played today. I think Dan Quinn set him up by not not kicking the field goal. So I'm gonna disagree with that. But let's go back to what he had to say. Dude has not played up to it all season. Obviously, should have gone with May, but he might have been the 2nd best QB from the draft class now because being so injury prone. He's saying May is better than Daniels. This guy. But you look at May's coaching staff. You give Jaden Daniels Josh McDaniels and see what you get. We should have hired Josh McDaniels. Why we didn't go get Josh McDaniels? Why Dan Quinn never looked at Josh McDaniels as an offensive coordinator is beyond me. You took Cliff Kingsbury over Josh McDaniels. Never in a million years. Josh McDaniels has what, 6 rings or 5 rings as a coordinator? 4? At least 4 as a coordinator. He was on the market. Nobody went and got him. How many quarterbacks got 4 rings that's on the market right now? That just would have been a smart move. So, I don't get it. Oh, I guess they downed it. They did down it. They not going for no more blood. Well, the Vikings will move to 5-8. We'll move to 3-10. 3-10. Man, man. I'm gonna go back to my prediction at the beginning of the season though, in week 1 or in the preseason, and so I believe I said I didn't think we would win 5 games if Jaden Daniels got hurt this year or if he didn't play all year. I believe I said that. And if I did, that would be 2 for 2. Well, we'll look into it. We'll look into everything. As usual, Dan Quinn's answer in the post-game press conference when asked about, we got shut out. They actually did get the shutout. We got shut out today. We did not score a point today. If they lose 35-0, hopefully they will at least consider a new head coach. Absolutely pathetic. Both QBs picked off. Next, these 4 weeks have to change radically for this organization to have supreme confidence in the direction that Dan Quinn and the staff are headed. If the next 4 weeks looks at all like today, Quinn has to be on the hot seat for this offseason. I said you should already fired him. Time to bring out the bags. Time to bring out the bags. Yes, we've lost 8 straight games or something. Hey, Terry over there talking to what's his name? I don't like that much. Terry over there talking to my man. Terry over there talking to Kevin O'Connell. So you can imagine Terry McLaurin over there with the Jets. That's exactly where Terry went over there to talk. And I don't blame Terry. Get out of here. 31-0 Redskins lose. We not going to do too many. I'm going to go ahead to the final thoughts. Let Point go ahead and get his final thoughts in, but they don't get no press game. They don't get no after game with this one. We just get on here when they do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say that the season is over now. It's time to go reevaluate a lot of things. I think that we do need an overhaul with the coaching staff. I am not going to say maybe Dan Quinn, maybe not Dan Quinn. Because I think that honestly, the defense kept us in this game long enough for us to compete if the offense would have done something. Once it got bad, it got bad. Once the levees broke, the water was everywhere. To be honest. But I think that we got to go back and reevaluate a whole lot of things. Reevaluate the running back position. We need to go back and go get another third wide receiver. I mean, Debo's cool. Debo's a weapon, but is Debo a wide receiver too, or is he more effective as a weapon? And so I think we need to go back, get another wide receiver. The defensive line, we had a lot of injuries on it this year, but it's a time for evaluation process. Do I think Dan Quinn should be fired? Not exactly. Do I think that we need some overhaul done? Yes. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe Ken Norton take over the defensive coordinator spot. Somebody that's pretty aggressive. I wouldn't mind seeing
Mm.
us replace. I wouldn't mind seeing us replace Cliff Kingsbury if Mike McDaniel or somebody that we really think that can really help the offense, because we thought Cliff was going to bring some wrinkles to the offense, but so far this year he hasn't schemed. Like, I've been looking at these other offensive coordinators cook, and he ain't cooking like them. I'm gonna be honest. His is McDonald's and theirs is Michelin star chef, and so that's got to be reevaluated. AP, I've been a big supporter of Adam Peters. I think that he's done pretty good job. I don't think that he's done a horrible job, but I do think that he has a huge job ahead of him, because I don't think Connerly was a good pick. I've waited till I've seen and I've dissected. Don't get me wrong. Maybe year two, year three, whatever, he might be developed and might do a little bit better. But right now, as it stands, you wasted that pick and you could have got so much more value out of it. You know? So I want to see what we're gonna do. But that's my final thought. Time to go into next year, to be honest, we no chance for the playoffs. I would like to see the players continue strong. I want to see the guys that's playing for a job, or the guys that's ending their career, like a Bobby Wagner, because Bobby Wagner's probably going to retire at the end of this year. The guys that's like Bobby Wagner, you know, uh, really end in a strong way. That's really all I can say about that. So signing off, point B, man.
Uh, all right. Well, I'm gonna give my final thoughts. On the contrary, I do believe Dan Quinn need to be fired. I think he needs to be fired. I mean, just and again, I'm speaking as a fan, right? And I'm speaking from what I seen on the field. I think that they have no direction on what they were trying to build, and I think that this proved it. I believe that many of the things Dan Quinn has done this year has proven that he's not really a good decision maker in regards to clock management, in regards to when to kick the field goal, when not to kick the field goal. I mean, you're going for it in the first quarter. That's just a recipe for disaster. I don't care if it's on Madden. You going for it in the first quarter it's just the degree of difficulty to win like that is way higher than what it would be if you just played it conservatively. And so I think that he's been bit so many times, and to continue to keep ramming your head into the same wall over and over again, I just get that you got to be insane. Not to call a man insane, but doing the same thing over and over again and not trying to change things. It is what it is. And I haven't seen any adjustments. I have no confidence. My confidence level is zero that Dan Quinn will be able to get this back together. My confidence level is zero in Adam Peters. My confidence level is zero in Josh Hurst. And you can't blame me. We are 3-10 after a NFC Championship run that largely your quarterback pulled you to himself. You didn't do a lot to help him, to be honest. But your quarterback and your middle linebacker and the supporting cast willed you to an NFC Championship game. You went into the offseason with the most money in the NFL, and this is what you came up with. I am sorry to say this. This is just a bad organization, continuing to be a bad organization. I'm looking at the Buffalo Bills fans up there in the snow, in the cold, up there with no shirts on, grinding it up, enjoying football, enjoying being in the playoffs, enjoying year in and year after with a chance to win the Super Bowl. And they haven't even won it. They have no rings. And look at them up there with that organization. Is what winning does. Even in a bad season for them, they are 8-4. I'm sorry, we ain't that. We got the quarterback to be that, I believe. Y'all gonna blame him for being quote unquote injury prone? I believe you set him up. You set him up when you brought him back in the game anyway. You can't say he's injury prone necessarily when he probably shouldn't even have been out there. He had a dislocated elbow. The way that you saw it, this is only like 3 weeks later. What did y'all expect? That's not injury prone. That's a person who had no business on the field. Now, in certain coaching things, I think that Quinn and them could do. But even then, I don't say a player's injury prone. I'm saying a player has bad technique because the coach is not coaching. So we can say what we want, whatever, but at the end of the day, for me, I'm out. I said weeks ago at this point, months ago at this point, I'm out on Quinn. That has not changed. I'm out on Quinn. I thought he would do better at defensive coordinator. Now I'm out on him as a coordinator, because he went up against his level competition, probably under his level for real. When you talk about Kevin O'Connell. And Kevin O'Connell destroyed him. Totally destroyed him. Straight up. Totally destroyed Dan Quinn out there. And that system, Sean McVay, Kevin O'Connell, Matt LaFleur, they all have destroyed Dan Quinn. Even when he was in Dallas, that's why Dallas couldn't make it in the playoffs far. Because he would get against one of those coordinators and he would lose massively. This is not going to work for us. I don't want a second coattail coach or a second hand, whatever you call it, a second tier coach. That's not what this organization needs. We are in massive debt. So we need a situation where we're winning games. Economics. For economic purposes, if nothing else. The city has invested in this team at this point. Public money for private gains. And y'all can't even do as much as give us a competent football team. But y'all want us to put money up. You want us to put our public funds up for this. For this? Yeah, right. But you want to, I'm just, y'all got to do better. And I'm not opposed to you going to Virginia if you're going to play like this. Go ahead to keep that stuff out of Maryland or Virginia. I ain't opposed to it. Sorry, I don't think these coming back to D.C. going to help you when you got a bad organization. Coming back to D.C. ain't going to help you. In fact, touchdown Buffalo Bills. They just went up. Dawson Knox. We just don't have that here. We don't have none of this. And like I said, they out there in the snow, the cold, getting it in. Hope y'all enjoyed last year because it ain't going to happen for a while around here. That's my final thought.
YouTube /@TheNatureDC. Subscribe today.